Welcome to the Wallaroo Sailing Club. We're here for the 2020 Sabre National Championships, and we're here for our wrap-up panel on, I think it's the fourth day of championship racing, and we're joined with Alan Riley, who's the leader of the regatta at the moment, as well as Jacqui Cole, one of the South Australian female sailors here sailing in the event. We'll start with you, Alan. Obviously, a fair bit of breeze early on in the event. Did that sort of stuff suit you, or did you find that the lighter stuff today was a bit more in your ballpark?
Well, I actually don't mind anything. I guess the heavier stuff, it sort of tends to thin the fleet out a little bit earlier, but the lighter stuff makes it's a lot more tactical, I guess. So I enjoy both styles.
Today was interesting, wasn't it? I mean, the right side really paid, and the left sort of got punished on that first work. Some people managed to salvage a result out of the left, but how did you go today? What side of the course were you on?
Yeah, I was on the left. I managed to salvage a result. Yeah,
Well
I
done.
noticed the fleet splitting into two parts. About 2/3 going out to sea, 1/3 going out to the right-hand side, and I chose to cover the majority and was quite a way back at the first mark.
Yeah.
But got through to sixth, so quite
Nice
happy
work.
with that.
And Jacqui, whereabouts were you in the mix today?
Oh, it started better than it ended. Yeah, I am probably a little bit stronger in the lighter stuff. Really struggled the first couple of days. 20 knots is not really my jam. Not yet anyway. I've only had the boat for 12 months, so yeah.
And are you enjoying the class? Obviously, it's the boat's super versatile. A lot, you see heavier guys, lighter guys, girls, young people, older people. It's a really versatile class, isn't it?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's bit of a learning curve though, first single-handed, and probably the first time I've raced on the helm for quite a few years, so yeah.
How long have you been sailing sabres for, Alan?
This will be my 10th season. I've had two goes in there. I'm in the third go, my third season for the second time, and I did 7 seasons, starting about 2003.
Yeah, okay. And what do you sort of make of the boat? Obviously, like Jacqui said, it's quite versatile. There's a lot of different people racing. Quite a forgiving boat. It's challenging. It's tactical. What do you make of it?
It's a fantastic little boat. It's they're light. They're really easy to handle, but they're really hard to make go fast.
Yeah.
And the class is also so big, so you get you can often get really big fleets. So you can have everything in the middle as well. So no, it's fantastic racing. It really is.
Nice.
They're not a little bit underpowered, but that's really good in the Australian conditions.
Probably for me.
Because we tend to get a lot of fresher breezes, and you're continually surprising the other classes with how fast the Sabre goes when the breeze gets up.
Nice one. Now, Jacqui, you've done a bit of other sailing as well. Obviously, fairly heavily involved in the Taser class.
Yep.
And also doing a bit of keelboat sailing. How do you find that sort of stuff with crew, either a crew or a skipper, or multiple crew and a skipper on a keelboat? How do you find that sort of sailing helps you when it's just you and no one else to blame?
I probably would say in the last couple of years, it's probably end of 2016, I got into the keelboats.
Yep.
Started doing Adelaide Lincolns and everything. Probably the people that I have engaged with, like quite good skippers. For example, Bob Shahinga, who Hobie champion back in the day, and he does all right with the Sydney 38. So I've learned a bit off of him, particularly sail trim and so on. Enjoyed sailing with Kim Widows in the Taser. Learned a fair bit from him. So yeah, I thought it was time to get back on the helm, start trying to put into practice everything, and I thought
it's a great evener, isn't it? Helming, it really teaches you a lot.
I thought I'd give myself a chance and picked up Craig McPhee's old boat. So it's got a national championship or two to its name, and I don't feel like I'm doing it justice right now. But
the boats as well, Alan. I mean, I'm not sure how old your boat is, but I see the sail numbers, and there's a whole range of ages here. The boats are almost timeless in a way, aren't they? You can sail an old boat or a home-built boat and go just as quick as the guy next to you. Is that something you've found?
Yeah. I think the wooden boats tend to have a bit of a shorter lifespan, but some of the foam sandwich boats, they last for a long, long time. So I know my training partner, Murray O'Brien, he's sailing a boat which is 10 or 12 years old, and it's fast.
Yeah.
It is fast. They just last and they go and they stay stiff and strong. So.
And whereabouts is your home club?
McRae.
Yeah, right. So obviously a big culture of sabres over in Victoria. I know that there's some really good racing going on over there. How's the state scene looking at the moment?
Victoria's always been strong. It's where the sabres came from in the first place. So they came from Port Phillip Bay, and it's always been strong. We're trying to get 100 boats to the state titles this year, which will be really good.
You going to head over for that one, Jacqui?
Yeah, you got to come on, over. Come on. You got to give it a go.
When is it?
Labor Day weekend.
I'll be washing my hair.
Labor Day weekend.
After the interview.
Actually, it's not, is it? It's February. Middle of February.
Second weekend of February, I think. So 15th. Yeah.
Adelaide Lincoln.
We'll say, the Adelaide Lincoln, of course. And other than that, I suppose, and Alan might be able to add a little bit on this as well, but Jacqui, being new to the class, how have you found that, you mentioned that your boat was owned by Craig McPhee. Mm-hmm. You find a lot of support from these guys around the class? They're always willing to offer their help and their support?
Even John Clifton was here for the first 2 days of the regatta. Would spend a fair bit of time with me, and probably some of the other female helms as well, really taking time to make sure that our rigging was right.
Yep.
Even did some adjustments to my rake, which did make a significant difference in the higher teens, 20 knots, just manageability and everything. Yeah.
Nice one.
So it's been good.
And Alan, do you find that there's some of the younger sailors or less experienced sailors are able to come up and ask for advice, and everyone's pretty forthcoming with information?
Yeah, it's a really friendly class like that. So there's always training sessions and things going on, put on by the association. At my club, we also have a few keen people, and we often get together on Saturday morning before the racing and do a sort of little clinic and those sorts of things. So it's really good and really helpful.
Nice one. Well, we'll leave it there, guys. Couple more days left. I think it's supposed to be a bit of a traditional pumping sou'wester that Wallaroo is known for. How are we feeling about that one?
I've got physio again tomorrow morning in Kadina.
The physio in Kadina is getting a fair bit of business. But
I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Well, best of luck. Get your hiking pads on, and we'll see you guys at the back end, the pointy end of the event.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thank you.